Okay, we are officially go for season 4.
Yeah, we are.
Very exciting. Now, I was trying to work out how to say this earlier. Basically, you've asked, we've delivered, I think is the case. You've asked for more tips, more advice, more help. So we are delivering that for season 4, baby. And Kate and I have decided that throughout this season, we are going to be a couple. So we're going to slip into couple mode now and again.
We're going to be in your shoes.
We are. We're going to be the brides. We're going to be planning our pretend wedding. And we're going to ask the questions as if we are actually the ones getting married.
Yeah.
So this is going to help you. But also we've got some amazing guests booked for this season who are full of everything that you need to know for weddings. Because I think sometimes we forget this is the first time you've ever had to do this.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's hard. And there's a lot to think about. And there are a lot of things that we think you know, but you don't. So
all
we're
the simple questions that we take for granted, but you guys that don't.
Yeah, exactly. The things that we think you know, but you don't know. Well, you will know. So you will know that we know that they know that she knows that he knows. That they all know this season is for you.
It's going to be epic.
Okay. Right. So should we get on with
Let's
our first
go.
guest? We have got today, we're talking all things cake.
Cakes, brownies,
Biscuits,
chocolate,
Favours,
Favours,
all
all wedding
sweet
related.
today.
Yeah.
I hope you're hungry because by the end of this episode you will be. So we have got the fabulous Kate from
Wicked Whisk Bakes.
Is it whisks or whisk?
Whisk.
Oh, whisk. Wicked Whisk Bakes.
Think Wicked Witch.
Oh, I love it.
Wicked
then
Whisk
whisk.
of the West.
Yes.
Yeah, are you the west or the east?
Oh, it's got to be the West.
Yeah.
It's gotta be the
Wicked
West.
Whisk of the West.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good. So, Kate, hello, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thank you for having me.
It's so lovely to have you here, and especially because you bought loads of goodies.
Oh my God, we've got loads of
Yes.
treats here. What have we
Yes.
got? We've got some biscuits going on, some
Yeah.
little tubs of something.
So, I mean, my main thing is brownies. It's what I say to every couple who comes to see me is brownies are my main focus. It's the thing that I have excelled at. You're going to love them all. Obviously, everyone has their own taste preferences. So I try and make sure that there is something for everyone.
Nice.
That includes anyone who is gluten-free, vegan. I do gluten-free and vegan for those that have allergies that they're really struggling with. And the gluten-free ones are celiac friendly because I kind of go above and beyond to make sure that not just obviously the bride and groom, but any guests are safe in the knowledge that the products that they're consuming are safe for them.
Yeah, that's good.
Last thing you want at a wedding is anyone going into potentially like anaphylactic shock or becoming unwell. So the aim is to make sure that everyone is comfortable and and assured that my products are safe.
So if I'm not a wedding cake person, if I'm thinking I'm not that fussed about having cake at our wedding, but I love brownies, how can people use brownies instead of cake?
So many different ways. So some people have them whole. So the way that I do it is that they are 2.5 by 2.5 inch.
Oh, wow.
Very specific.
Precise.
Very
and
specific.
Square brownies
Square.
too, not rectangular.
Correct.
Oh, that's interesting.
But there is the option that you can have them halved. They create beautiful stacks when they are halved.
Oh, nice.
And quartered, like canapé style.
Oh,
so if you're
cute.
thinking dessert table,
Ooh.
you can have the small cubes of cut brownies across.
Love
And the way that I do my pricing is really fair. So I charge per whole brownie. So if you're having them halved or quartered, you're getting more servings for the same amount as if you were going for a whole one.
Nice.
So it's a really budget-friendly way of doing it as well.
Yeah.
Making sure that your guests not only have more available to them, but also a variety.
Yeah,
so
that's nice.
you can choose however many flavors within that number as you want. Like, because I'm baking tray bakes anyway. So if you want 2 of this, 4 of that, as long as we're going over the 25 number, it's straight into bulk pricing.
So you can have one of each.
You could literally have one of each if you really wanted.
So good,
What's
isn't
your
it?
favourite brownie flavour?
I actually like a blondie.
Amazing. Well, I've brought some
Controversial.
blondies for you.
Oh,
so you can
yes,
actually try them.
Come on.
You can
I
try them
love
while
a
we're
blondie.
here.
Yeah.
I feel like
So-
blondies are the best. So in terms of like how it looks at the wedding,
Yes.
you stack them. Do you come and do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my main thing is if you're within you get 20 miles inclusive when you
Okay.
book with me. So 10 miles each way. Obviously, I do need to get home at the end of the day. And from that, it's only 50p per extra mile. And there's no setup fee within that. That's
Yeah,
just me
nice.
traveling. I'm traveling there. I might as well set up. So
yeah, absolutely.
more often than not, I'll turn up with a cake stand. decorated with a bridal bouquet flowers on it.
Oh,
nice.
Or around it, because it really incorporates into the whole day then.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Keeps
and
it all
then
cohesive.
Yeah,
exactly. And then between me and the venue, because this is the main thing, people are like, oh, do I have to arrange it with the venue? I handle it all. So I contact the venue, I arrange, I'll talk about it in a minute, but the cheesecakes that I do, obviously if it's going to be a later wedding or a later sit down or later cake cutting ceremony, that's for me and the venue to discuss how to store things correctly.
I wish I had you at my wedding, because we had so we actually had brownies, but we originally wanted a cheesecake cake.
Oh yeah, nice.
But the venue wouldn't allow us because of refrigeration and all of this on site. This was obviously back in early 2020. So then we decided to have a 1-tier cake to cut, and then had a brownie tower.
Oh, that's nice.
And my mother-in-law made my brownies, so they're in a little
And
special place in my heart.
How did it look? Did it look like a Jenga tower? Is it like a pyramid? Like,
So-
what are we talking in terms of these?
Well,
brownies
this
stacked?
was obviously rustic.
Oh yeah, because yours was
Sorry, Oliver
handmade.
Stanton. You're gonna hate this, but I don't care. So we had log slices.
Don't. It was the era.
It was
I
the
had
thing.
log slices too. We're proud of the logs.
But it was basically, my father-in-law had a tree fall down his garden. It had like 3 layers to it.
Yeah.
And he like basically made a cake stand out of it.
Oh, so it's meaningful.
And then
I love
like put
it.
log slices, and then we had it like basically like staggered down.
The
And
log
then,
slices
but yeah,
are
we
still going.
we piled them. They are.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Yeah, no, most of this cake stands that I'm doing are wood-based.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are getting married in venues that are barns that have been redone.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
There's a lot of rustic barns in the Cotswolds.
There
isn't
are.
Yeah.
So the wood ones come out often more than not.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see a turn towards more kind of the modern white cake stands, etc. But
Yeah, nice.
9 times out of 10, we're still looking at log slices.
Yeah,
So-
they had the logs. See, the logs are still in.
They're still in.
Sure, Oliver.
Yeah.
I know what
normally-
he's thinking listening to this.
Normally we look at doing like a pyramid build. So I
Nice.
keep catching this. It's going to be fun. Normally we're looking at like a pyramid style stack.
Nice.
But really, you can stack them however you want. The joy of them
Yeah.
being rectangular or square is you can really go with however you want them to look.
Do you ever do like big slabs? So it's just the whole brownie?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you do
So
that?
you can. I've not had one yet. I'm desperate for someone to be like, can I just have like slabs of
because
it?
Yeah.
those like long. Have you seen those long cakes?
Yeah, we
cake
put
the
the
table
candles
cake
in.
Yes.
things. They're really in
I
this
love
year.
that.
Yeah.
I'd
Maybe
love
you
a
could have a
big slab of
table brownie.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
That would be cool.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like you have sharing boards that are like for meat. You have like sharing meat platters in the middle of the table. Brownie.
Sharing brownies.
And it would be a really good way of the bride and groom getting involved with their guests. So
Yeah.
you've just got a
Good.
slab, and the bride and groom are there like cutting
Chop
chunks
it up.
off.
I
Like-
think they could go round with a trolley, the couple, have
Exactly.
the brownie on there, slice it up and be like,
have you
dishing
not
it
seen?
out.
I saw on
Tiramisu, they
to
do
the
that.
tiramisu one,
So you
yeah,
do
where they were
brownie
just like
one.
serving tiramisu.
Come on, guys, let's see a brownie trolley
Exactly.
in 2026. That's what we
Exactly.
want. I like that.
We love that.
Yeah, so that's brownie stacks. I mean, obviously, then I go on to my cheesecakes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
how did they work?
Yes.
Talk to us about
This
them.
is like my
So-
favourite dessert, by the way.
I love a cheesecake.
But you've got some samples.
So, Amazing.
Yes, you can try
You
them.
spoilt me.
Guys,
Yes.
this is the only reason that we've started season 4 this way, because we are so excited by this episode. We were like, we can't wait any longer. We need
Yes,
Kate to come
you've
on
gotta
as our
have
first
cake.
guest.
Gotta have cake. So the way that I do my cheesecakes is they are fully customizable.
Yeah.
So now I don't do standard bases that you'd expect from a cheesecake. You would have so normally you'd expect like a crumb,
Yeah,
like a biscuit crumb.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
I do brownie based because obviously I'm based on brownies.
This is
So
awesome. Brownie based
brownie-based cheesecakes, yes. So you would choose the brownie or blondie out of the entire range, and that includes the seasonal ones that are available to you. So for every season, I change up the brownie flavors. So you pick the base, you choose the center flavor. So whether it be strawberry and cream, that's a popular one.
Yeah, I
just
bet.
white chocolate. You know, I've
what-
had some really far out there flavors recently. So
Like what? What's been the most far out?
there was one recently which was pear and walnut.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I bet that's actually really
Yeah,
nice.
It was
Good.
good. And there was like a maple one. That
Autumnal themed wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that pumpkin
Yes.
cheesecake.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, I've made a pumpkin cheesecake. It's
Oh, yeah. I
good.
bet that's nice.
Because my dad lives over in the States, so I get him to actually bring me the authentic
Where is he?
ingredients. So he's in New England.
Ah,
So
whereabouts?
yes, he is just south of Maine.
Ah,
so
yeah,
he's
my
up in
dad
the
used to live
White
just
Mountains.
outside Boston.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes,
he's now in
same
Arizona.
area.
Completely different.
Completely
US
different.
girl.
Yeah. So yeah, choose the base, choose the middle, choose the topping.
Lovely.
So, and each one can be different. So if you're having, let's say, what I've seen recently is people choose 3 small cheesecakes, and each cheesecake is a different flavour. So you're offering your guests a variety that way as well.
Oh, so 3 small that the guests
3 small,
have.
yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
That's really nice.
So instead
I
of
like
your
that.
big kind of one or two flavour cake you'd normally expect, you could have 3 small ones, or
nice.
a small and a medium-sized one. When I say small, I'm talking 6-inch across. So it's still relatively sizable.
Yeah.
And people always say to me, "Oh, what's the servings from that? What can you get from that?" And I'm like, really, it really depends on how big you're cutting it.
Yeah.
So I get asked that a lot. Or how many does it serve? And I'm like, well, it really depends. Not obviously just on how many you would like it to serve, but what your venue is cutting it to.
Yeah.
Because I could say, oh, it serves 50 people for an extra large, but if your venue's cutting like 2 or 3 inch across slices, it's not going to. So I try and give I always advise, order a little bit more. And at the end of the day, brownies, cheesecakes, all of the desserts that I make freeze really well. You can get them out of the freezer 3 months later, let them come to temperature, and they're exactly the same as when they went in.
Nice.
So
that's really
there's no wastage.
So if a couple are listening to this and they're like, yes, cheesecake is our vibe, we don't want a normal cake, we want cheesecake, what do they need to think about? What do they need to know about in terms of like getting their venue prepared, like that kind of thing?
Storage and stuff, as I found out.
Yeah. The main thing is having a chat with the venue, making sure that they're comfortable for someone to actually come in and do the dessert, because I'm finding more recently a lot of couples are saying, oh, well, the venue aren't sure about an external dessert maker coming in. And I'm like, well, at the end of the day, it's not just dessert. This is your cake to cut. So it's the same as if it was any other cake maker.
Yeah.
This is your display.
This is true.
So check with the venue first. And don't be afraid to hand the venue my contact number for a chat with them.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time it's just because they're unsure how it's going to transport, whether it's going to be at the right temperature on arrival. And these are things that the bride and groom don't need to worry about. This is between me and the venue to really be discussing.
Yeah.
Storage, etc. So, for example, with your one, you said that you struggled because they weren't sure on the temperature.
Yeah, refrigeration.
So the way that I run things is that I'm very flexible with my timings. So if you need me to turn up whilst your guests are there, to literally turn up with it, place it down, and then vanish as quickly as possible so you can get out the way. More than happy to do that.
Yeah, so they don't have to store it.
Exactly.
So there's always a workaround. I think that's what we're learning, aren't we?
Yeah.
If your venues maybe are saying, oh no, we can't do that, actually, if they then have a chat with your supplier, chances are
anything's
there will
possible.
be a workaround, and actually your suppliers want to accommodate, you want to help and be able to be flexible.
Like, it would be completely out of character for me to make things difficult for someone.
Yeah,
I'd be like, well, I'm going to put my foot down and say no. No, more often than not, I will bend over backwards, because this is like people's most important day of their lives. Like, obviously, as things go on, like having children, etc., that then takes over. But for the meantime, getting married, like, it's so important.
I'm a mum of 2, and still, hands down, the best day of my life
was
my wedding day. 100%.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love the birth of my kids, but I hated the morning. I hated going in for my C-section for my first. I hated the pain of the actual delivery
after.
of my second. Like, the day wasn't the best. My wedding day, hands down, best day of my life.
Yeah,
still.
same.
And the
10 years
the wedding day,
9 years later.
It's all about you on your wedding day. Like, this is your special day.
Of course
and
it is.
I mean, we had family drama at ours, but even then, it was like, I still know the best day.
Sorry, Jasper, we love you, and the day you were born was amazing. But the actual day, the 24 hours of your wedding are the best 24 hours you'll have of your life.
100%.
Definitely.
Like,
I just love the fact that you can have cheesecake instead of normal cake.
I know.
Absolutely. I mean, I do sponge cakes. I do. But, and I will say it to any couple, I'm very honest and straightforward. It's not my speciality. Cheesecakes are my speciality. I'm more than happy to do a sponge cake, but it would be simplistic in design. The cake makers who do beautiful, incredible sponge cakes, like, hats off to you.
Yeah.
But also a cake maker probably couldn't make an incredible cheesecake.
Yeah.
We all have our forte.
It's different skills, isn't it?
Exactly.
And I think it's different tastes as well. Like, I've got a friend of mine who's getting married in November, and we were asking the other day, what are you doing for cake? And she's like, we're not actually going to have cakes. We're not really cake people. So they're not having anything because they maybe didn't know about this kind of option.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'll be sending the link.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like, actually, this is the thing that, like, we try and tell you and try and get across. It is your wedding day. you do exactly what you want.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be what everyone else has done before you. And
No.
It doesn't have to be what your parents tell you. It's like you do what you want to do.
Make it unique to you. Like this is something, you know, which is unique. It's amazing. You can mix it up with all the flavours and have it really niche to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like when I do a wedding taster, more often than not, I'm like, so you just pay. So obviously my time does cost, so I charge for these appointments, but it's very minimal on the actual my time side.
Yeah.
The main aim is to make sure that people are sitting down, trying things, getting their day right. And so I charge per person. So that means that if they want their family to come along, parents, like more often than not, I'm more than happy to entertain parents as well. You get a really good conversation out of everyone at that point.
Yeah,
and
that's good.
It's useful to know their opinion, but I always make sure that the couple know that it's their opinion that matters most.
Yeah.
Like, use your friends' family to get a good idea about what flavours and like what ideas they think would go well. But at the end of the day, it's your day.
Final decision
like
yours,
you pick. So, it's, you know, I love entertaining people. We get people to come over. They sit down. I serve them tea, coffee. You know,
love it.
We have like a proper chat. That's in my home. So
occasion.
I do this from home. This is not from an industrial kitchen. This is all. So whether or not they want cats or not, I've got 3.
Oh, have you? Wow.
Which is always good fun when you're running a kitchen. People are like, oh, what about hygiene? I'm like, well, before I start anything, the kitchen has a complete clean down. It's not, you know, the cats are kicked out, but I always give people the option because one of them, Fred, is overly friendly. He tries to take over the day. Like he will literally be on everyone's lap if he can. So I always say, this is my home. So obviously I've got cats. Are you happy for them to come and sit with you for the day? For the meeting. And more often than not, he's there trying to sit on the laps.
I bet some love it more than
we're
cat people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like he will full on go to sleep on people
whilst
they're trying to eat them.
Well, they're trying to try their cake.
They're trying to try the cake. But it makes it friendly and personal. Like I'm very much a person who says, any questions? Any advice? Come and talk to me. Like whether it be about cake or not. Like if you want advice on, you know, you've got a situation coming up and you want some help, ask me. Like I'm more than happy to give you my time.
And this is the other thing. If you need recommendation for suppliers, ask your suppliers because they will know other suppliers who are incredible and that they love working with. And they will only recommend people that they love. So.
Yeah, exactly. Because
having a team on the day of people that work well together.
100%. Some suppliers, you gel, like you'll become best friends like straight away because you work really well together. Other suppliers I've come across and it's a little bit more stagnant. It's a little bit more difficult and you don't really want that on your day. So you will find that suppliers that you talk to will recommend people that they get on really well with.
Absolutely.
So it is worthwhile having a chat with them.
And what happens at a tasting? So imagine Katie and I, my love.
Oh, hi, babes.
Just got engaged. We are so excited for our wedding. Yes. Can't wait. Talk us through. This is our tasting. So
absolutely.
What can we expect at a tasting?
So, generally, before you arrive, I will ask you what kind of tasting session you want. So, I split it all out. So you can have brownies, and you can choose to have just the standard range available all year round. You can include the vegan range and the gluten-free range, etc. if you want. And then I do the full range, which is where you literally are sat there and there is boards or brownies in front of you.
So don't eat your breakfast.
I always say don't eat your breakfast beforehand.
What time of day do people come and have a tasting, or does it not matter?
So I have 2 appointment times just because I know that then because there's no time limit. You can sit with me as long as you want and have a chat with everything. So I usually say 10 o'clock or 1 o'clock.
Ooh,
so
probably the 10.
Would you? Yeah, I'd go. I don't know why I'd go 1.
Oh, would you? After lunch?
After lunch.
Oh, I guess so. Like
but
afternoon
then I'd
tea.
make the mistake of eating breakfast, and then I'd be too tasting.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 is a good one.
Possibly. I mean, I always say whatever's left over, I box up. You can take it with you, and it's actually a really good way of getting. I mean, if you want to share them with family and friends, you can, but otherwise, have them for dessert over the next few days. Get used to the flavors because I'm really flexible with my contracts, so you can change your mind about literally everything all the way up to 2 weeks ahead, because that's when I'm going out and buying ingredients and I'm doing the final thing. Usually about a month ahead, I'll say, have we decided? Are we ready? Let's confirm and get things like really written down. But you've still got that 2-week period because you've got times where guests will come back and say, my child's developed a nut allergy. And at that point, we have to review look at everything that we've already got written down and make amendments if needed. So I have had that. Literally, it was a week before the wedding.
Wow.
And a child came back with a serious nut allergy.
Oh, no.
And they had a peanut butter brownie in there.
Oh.
No.
And I was like, we really do need to take this off.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, with it being, like, if it was a small event, like a birthday or something, absolutely go for it. Like, people generally have EpiPens and stuff. But when you're looking at a large event, accidents can happen, mistakes can happen, someone can pick it up because they're not concentrating. So I generally say if you're looking at a large event, normally
avoid the allergies, babes.
avoid the nut ones.
Yeah.
A
key rule in the wedding.
No one wants anyone having a problem on the day.
Drama. We don't want wedding drama.
So yeah, normally I'll sit down and say allergies, anything we need to be aware of before we get going. I mean, I'll chat with the couple before they arrive as well.
Yeah.
I've had it once where it was such a hectic week and I'd spoken to this couple months ahead and arranged this taster. And she said to me at the point, I've got a dairy allergy. But in the run-up, it was so hectic. And I put everything out and she turns up. She goes, oh, so these are dairy-free. And I was like, no, don't touch anything.
Oh, no.
And I like panicked. I was like, no, don't touch anything. Thankfully, I've always got things on hand.
Yeah, that's good.
And I said to her, I'm so sorry. I was like, the cheesecakes, I'm going to remake because I can do vegan ones as well. And I'll bring them to you and deliver them to you. So even if I make a mistake, I will always make it right.
Yeah, of course.
So it's got to be done. Like, I can't just be like, oh well, sorry.
No,
like, it doesn't work that way.
Doesn't
work that way. So, but I've figured out how to kind of be a lot more organized these days. That was years ago. But you learn from it.
Yeah.
You really learn from it. And these days, far more organized. I know what's going on. I know who I've got coming and when, what they want.
And what are the options? Obviously, you said you give them the options for different tasting sessions.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So you've got brownie tasting. Yep. What are the other options?
There's brownie bites. So these are what are in front of me here as well. I'll show them in a bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to move this out the way so I don't have butter.
Okay, yeah, good idea.
Sorry, apologies. So I can do them in a range of different shapes and sizes. Yeah. So these ones are actually part of the spring range. So these are sticky toffee pudding ones.
Oh my God, they're cute.
So
they're like little, what size are they?
So these are effectively quarter brownies.
Okay.
So these are shaped kind of like in spring flavours.
Yeah.
So little flowers. I also have apple ones, which are the apple pie flavour for spring.
Nice.
So yes,
apple shaped for apple pie.
I can generally.
That you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah.
If you're having a themed wedding, I've got a couple getting married on Easter Sunday and on Easter Monday. They could have had Easter egg shape.
That would be good for Appley Orchard Jane at Munsley, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Little apple.
I have just gone out and bought Easter egg shaped ones, like little
ones.
Have you? So I can do it because I've got an Easter range that I bring out. It's literally coming out this week, actually.
Nice.
So I will be making those this week. But the idea behind it is, obviously, these are packaged as if I was going to post them out. Absolutely.
Let me hand the flowery ones because you've shown us those.
If you'd like, let me hand them around.
While you talk about the rest.
And you can obviously take them out, have a try. Have a try. So these are designed to basically show you what's inside.
Yeah.
So this is the double chocolate one. So it's got the dark chocolate coating, white chocolate topping.
Yeah.
And this is kind of how the actual brownie is designed too. I'll actually get it out for you in a minute because I brought one of them with me.
Oh, yeah.
And these are kind of like favour size, aren't they?
They are.
They're fabulous.
So you can either have, I didn't bring any favour boxes with me, but dig in, honestly.
This is our tasting, babe.
This is your taster session.
Make our choice for our wedding day.
Exactly. So, you can either have them in boxes where they've got like the windows, so you can see what's inside.
Yeah.
And you could have different flavours in there if you wanted.
Got the white one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
nice.
Actually,
I've got a favour box with me. What am
I
on about?
Yeah.
So yes, I will try and turn that without tipping them everywhere.
Thank you.
So these are heart-shaped ones.
Yeah.
So these ones I did for Valentine's Day. These are raspberry white chocolate flavour inside.
Lovely.
So this is just another example of different shapes I can do. I'll hand these around as well.
Right, we're just tucking into the sticky toffee.
I'm going to put that there.
Sticky toffee pudding brownies.
Yes.
That are wrapped in dark chocolate. Is that right?
Yes, they are.
Can I read the description in a Nigella way?
Go for it.
Gooey and comforting. This golden sticky toffee brownie will brighten up those chilly spring days. We're just putting it out there. But I like that because then you've got all your ingredients on there. So would people have those as favours or not?
Yeah.
So they have the boxes.
Yeah. So they could have them either like on the table,
yeah,
ready for people, either in a box or out. Like
nice.
it doesn't. It's up to the couple really. I mean, obviously I do the closed boxes as well with the ribbons round and the sticker on the top. Like I do all that side as well.
That is so chocolatey.
This is a good way if you're doing one that's shaped. The ones with the windows are really good because people can see what they are before they open it.
They can see the shape.
I do.
And do they have the ingredients on? Yeah,
they do.
That's nice as well because I think even though the couple know they'll have spoken to you about allergies,
the guests
don't. It's reassuring for the guest to know on the day it's all been ticked off.
Yeah, and they can check if they need to.
And then I love my gold and my glitter. You'll see in a minute.
I was going to say there's like
as well.
Under
there's glitter on it,
middle of the flower. There's like glitter.
There is.
Yeah,
we love a little sparkle.
It's the same as this. So this is a caramel one. So it used to be caramel. I can't get hold of it anymore. Love it when suppliers do that. It's great fun.
My husband's favourite.
Yeah.
It's like a kind of 80s icon.
Yeah, Caramac. Yeah.
But I just can't get hold of it anymore.
No. Bring it back, the Caramac.
Yes, please.
Do we need to do a little?
I think it's made by Nestle, isn't it?
Is it Nestle?
Whereas now,
caramel is dairy milk.
Started making caramel milk, haven't they?
Oh, is it not the same though?
Well, have a try.
Oh,
I'm just going to feed you.
Guys,
you need to eat.
I'm breastfeeding. I could do this.
We need. There you go. I'm going to pass them around.
No, I mean you're surprised where you're like, okay, if I must.
I don't think I've had a caramel.
Look at these.
I've had a Caramac.
Right, do you want me to read this one to you?
Ooh. Go on.
You caramel to be serious. Fudgy, chewy and buttery. This vanilla blondie is loaded with creamy caramel and chunky white chocolate. The ultimate sweet indulgence.
There we go. Have a try.
Oh, I'm gonna have a sip of water. That sticky toffee pudding one was
delicious.
Gorgeous.
It's rich though, isn't
it? But they're
it?
only small. But that's all.
But it's enough.
So when you're saying about the canapé size,
that's perfect.
It is.
It's literally canapé size.
It is. I mean, obviously, I can show you. I'll put that down so I don't knock it off because I'm really good at that. So how I do taste this is obviously you can come and sit with me or you can order a box. So when you order a box, it's designed to literally go straight through your letterbox.
That's really nice because then you can do it at home.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who was I was talking to someone the other day about postal brownies and they were saying about the amount of like they get complaints about them going through the letterbox because their dogs eat them.
Oh no!
Yeah, I do always try and chat with people ahead.
Yeah. Check if they've got dogs, and if not, send them to your work
or
address.
put one of those little
rack things.
Yeah, behind the
exactly.
But I feel like they're the nice kind of thing that you can sit down together at home. You're having your little wedding evening. You're catching up. Maybe you're doing your spreadsheet.
A little wine.
Sit down and do your cake tasting at home. That's
exactly.
Wine and brownie tasting.
And it rocks up like this. And you'd have an insert inside that would say, basically give you inspirational kind of things to think about when you're trying things. So, think about portion size, think about flavour combinations. And it basically gives you bullet points on things you think about whilst you're trying. Obviously, I'm always there on email or phone. I've just bought a business phone so I can actually talk to people.
Yes,
but normally I'm like, email me because I'm all over the place. Like it could be that I'm out at a wedding. I do work another job as well. The other job pays the bills. Joys of ingredients costs going through the roof at the moment. But the aim is obviously to keep things affordable. So best way to contact me is always by email. It gives me a chance to actually have a look at things as well.
Yeah.
Instead of me saying, I'll come back to you on this, I'll come back to you on that.
Yeah.
At least I can find out all the information, and then respond.
Which I think is like a little note thing in there so they can make notes on it.
I should.
Yeah.
I get printed ones.
Yeah. Like branded ones.
Alongside your bit of things to think about, it could then have a notepad.
Yeah.
But what are those things to think about? Other than, oh my God, that is delicious.
Yeah.
What else do you think?
So it's thinking about, as I said, like what flavours, not just what you love, but general all-rounders. So, for example, I would always recommend if you've got children at the wedding, although it seems to be less so these days than others.
Yeah, a lot more people going child-free.
Yeah, because they just want the adults to relax, enjoy themselves.
Me and my husband have been invited to a wedding next month, and the kids were invited. We rang my friend and we're like, I know you've invited them, but do you mind if we don't bring them? We're actually going to have more fun. I am definitely not a parent that would be offended by a child-free wedding. I'm like, bring it on, babes.
My brother-in-law and sister-in-law to be are getting married in November. And we're like, are the kids coming? They're like, yeah, you can bring them if you want. We're like, no.
No,
Just
we
wanted
don't
to check they're not going to be in like the bridal party.
Yeah, because they ain't coming back.
Because they ain't coming. They're like, okay.
It's so true.
No, I mean, I would always recommend kids coming, go for 2 flavours. So double chocolate, I'll actually get this out now. I've included all the sweets and everything that you normally get in there. It is. I'm going to take this out.
Yeah, so this box then, you've got your marshmallows in there too.
You've got marshmallows. And I've started recently doing hot chocolate flavours. It's perfect because you can use the marshmallows to top your hot chocolate with.
This is, and you put hot chocolate flavours in the taster thing.
So if people request them, then I can, So
and
it just goes in the box.
Flavours. So how are people using those at their wedding?
So you could use them Favours.
Nice.
So Favours.
In the evening maybe, hot chocolate station.
Exactly.
If you're in a winter wedding.
That would be a good idea.
That'd be cute, wouldn't it?
Yeah, really cute
choose
idea.
Your little, like which flavour you want.
Exactly.
And then I see you've got one of those stirrers as well.
I do.
Chocolate stirrers.
Yes. I just bought an engraver, so I can't wait to use it. Can't wait. So obviously I'll be putting my branding on. But also it could then have a message from the couple on the other side.
On the wedding date or
exactly.
something. Oh, that's lovely.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
like
on the stir is really
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Winter weddings, definitely.
I'll grab that in a second and I'll show that as well. So yeah, double chocolate. This is like your typical brownie.
Is that the larger version of the little mini?
It
is.
is.
Yeah, really
it
nice.
is. So I'll get the 2 up together, and then you can kind of see.
Oh yeah, the size.
I'm going to put this down so I don't.
So that's like. Here you go. I love you, Matt.
Perfect.
That's like a normal
brownie.
That's classed as a 1.
2.5 by 2.5.
2.5 by 2.5.
And then they're classed as quarters.
Yes.
So the quarters are for canapes.
Yes.
Or for stacking.
Favours, stacking.
Favours.
Yeah.
Okay.
However you want them to be.
Whereas the whole ones, how would you have them at your wedding? Would they be just stacked?
You could have them stacked. You could have them wrapped like this as favours if
Nice.
you wanted.
Yeah, nice.
Halved, make really nice stacks.
Yeah.
Quartered, again, canapé style.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Okay, got it.
yeah, there's like different ways that you can do it.
Got it.
I think I've reached a point where I've exasperated every single way you could use a brownie at a wedding.
Yeah,
but
that's good.
it gives people options.
It does, and I really think this is great for people who aren't people.
Cake people, yeah.
Exactly.
And then the ones that we've just tried, the sticky toffee pudding and the caramel one, they were brownies covered in chocolate, weren't they?
Yes, yeah, and that's what's on the inside of here as well. So on the inside of this is the brownie. So literally, that's what these are for.
Are they all like that?
Yeah.
Is that like your signature
literally, it's
thing,
my signature
all
thing.
Of your brownies are brownies, then covered in chocolate.
Correct.
Oh my god, because I think people listening may
It's
not
like
know
double,
that.
no, double chocolate.
The amount of times
brownie and then over the top is chocolate.
It's almost like if you imagine a truffle.
It is.
But with a brownie in the middle.
They are truffly.
Absolutely. The amount of times I get people asking me, "Is it soap?" And I'm like, "It's not."
No,
soap.
No, it's edible,
they are
babe.
So smooth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I guess
exactly.
with that means you can decorate them and stuff, can't you?
Exactly.
Right.
So I can do it. So it's either traditional style, for example, like this, or I can do it color theme. So if you have a color theme, I can do like the white coating with a splash of color. That's your color
That's
theme.
cute. That's a nice
So
idea as well.
Making it personal. And then you were saying you love blondies.
Yes.
So I brought a couple of blondies with me as well. I'm just going to remove the marshmallows because they're stuck to it.
What were you saying for the kids? So if you're having kids coming, have double chocolate
or Biscoff.
A Biscoff.
Because they're the flavours that are a lot more recognisable to them. So I'd say either of those. And then I remember you saying about the white chocolate and raspberry.
Yes, that's what I had at my wedding.
There we go. That's my version.
Delicious.
So
delicious.
yes, again, these are all for you to try at some point.
So that's a blondie with then chocolate on the top.
So yes, so this is in all of my blondies they contain white chocolate, hence the blondie version.
Yeah.
Brownies, dark chocolate. And then so this has inside, I'll see if I can find a segment. There you go. So this has the raspberry running through it.
Wow.
White chocolate chunks. And then obviously the topping to show what is inside.
My
That is the
favourite
best combo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Raspberry, you can't get
Exactly.
better than raspberry, I don't
Exactly.
think.
No.
I love raspberry and lime, weirdly. I made a raspberry and lime cake once at one of those bake-off, day out things that you can go and do.
Oh
Me
yeah.
and my friend did it, and it was the nicest thing I've ever eaten. That now that's all I like to have.
Yeah.
It's really
Bougie.
hard to make it.
Yeah.
And then so I was talking about gluten-free, vegan, etc. So I'll show you. I don't know why these are all sticking. There we go. So all of my gluten-free ones have this orange sticker on.
Nice.
And this is another way of actually really helping your guests to know what's what.
That's good.
So if they, especially gluten-free, I will always recommend having them wrapped. Gluten's like a spore, so it can cross-contaminate really easily.
Yeah.
So it could just be someone touching a normal brownie, then touching this one.
Yeah.
You've cross-contaminated. So gluten-free, I always say wrap.
Wrap them, yeah.
And then if you have a guest that's gluten-free, what I do is create a name label. So it's a tag, and I basically wrap the brownie. And then
lovely.
the tag's attached. And it's named, and it's for them. And I do the same for brides and grooms as well. I'm like, what's your favourite? Like, have a look through it all. What's your favourite one? And more often than not, I'll then have one of those wrapped and labelled bride and groom. And it's just something nice for them to keep as well. So they're kind of the different brownie versions that I do. I have also brought a tiffin with me. So I do tiffin, shortbread, flapjack.
It's basically
all the sweet treats.
All the baked treats. So that's a tiffin. This is really popular. I mean, I supply to a couple of soft plays, which are really good actually for the day after a wedding. Make sure you book a soft play, because then you can leave the kids to run around whilst you recover from
the hangover.
Potential hangover. I'll drop that down there now. And with those, the tiffin sells like hotcakes.
Yeah.
That's the term.
Like
cool cakes. So tiffin.
Tiffin's
Love it.
popular
Love
too.
a tiffin.
So if we've just done our tasting, Kate and I, we are loving them.
Love them.
We're like, okay, we've chosen which ones we like.
Which one did you
How
like?
many do you choose?
So that's a lot of the time.
Me too.
It comes down to it comes down to numbers at the end of the day. So you kind of, if you're doing a stack, you kind of want at least 5 or 6 whole brownies in a stack.
Flavors.
To make, as in actual whole brownies in a stack.
Okay.
Because that makes a nice height.
Yeah.
So you want at least 5 whole brownies of that flavour.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do mixed flavours if you want, but then it may confuse guests because they don't know what they're choosing from.
Right, okay.
So I'd always recommend if you're doing stacks, do it per flavour.
And just do one flavour in that
Do one flavour in that
Got
stack.
it. Okay.
But you can then, so let's say you're having 100 brownies. You could probably choose 5 or 6 flavours from that quite comfortably.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you want more, you can have more. It's not, I'm not going to limit you. You can have what you want.
Do you recommend what works best?
Yeah. So I'll always put forward a recommendation and say, well, if you had at least 5 brownies and a stack, go with 7 or 8 if you really want. Go a little bit more than what you think you need. Because there will be some guests after they've had a drink or two, they want to have a little bit more, a little bit extra. There'll be some guests that won't have it at all because they're watching what they're eating, or they're just not sweet people, and that's fine. But generally, between the two, you will end up using a little bit more than what you think you're going to.
Yeah.
So I'd say work off your guest numbers and add like maybe 10-20% on.
So how many and the brownie? When you say one brownie, that's like the tray, right?
So one brownie would be like
one square.
One of these.
Square, like that,
so yeah,
right.
because then if you had 5, you're kind of looking at 3, 2,
1,
and then you could potentially then 1 if you added the extra one on.
Stacks like this.
Oh no, you could do
Is
like
that just
mini
because
ones.
got
I mean, I do big
an
stacks like that as well.
Yeah.
I'm thinking stacks are like
Yeah.
this.
I mean, you can have those. Like, so let's say you wanted like 100 brownies and you were happy with like 2 or 3 flavors. You could have massively tall stacks, and I do them for birthdays, etc. as well.
That's
so the
cool.
brownie
I
stacks.
think that's what I'd
beautiful
want.
for
I
those.
think
Yeah.
if I was having a brownie instead of a cake.
Yeah.
If I was going for the canapé thing and it was to go with it, then fine.
Unless you're having a brownie station,
But yeah,
Mhm.
oh yeah, that'd be nice too.
like
Where
a
they're, all in one
grazing,
bit,
yeah,
a bit of a pick and mix.
yeah.
But if you want it to be the centerpiece, I think I'd want a
Yeah,
Go big.
tall,
Go
yes.
big. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you're if this is part of your effectively 3-tier, go with a big one.
And are we saying 1 per person then for that?
Yeah.
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 I'd
So
say
100 guests,
100%.
100 brownies.
Yeah.
Got it.
100%.
Right, nice. Okay,
So-
I like it.
Yeah.
That sticky toffee was to die for.
That was,
Amazing.
yeah, I liked that one. I bet the raspberry and white chocolate blondie will be a winner.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. What's your most popular flavours?
It's always
Top
the
5.
I could tell you the top 3. Off
Yeah, do top 3.
straight away. So Biscoff, double chocolate,
Oh, yeah.
salted caramel. So I do a salted caramel brownie as well.
Ah.
I haven't got that one with me, but yeah, salted caramel
always really
is
popular.
a really popular one. I mean, when we're looking at favours, because I get asked about favours a lot, people want something that's edible. So obviously I do the brownie bites and I do hot chocolates, and I'll show you this little spoon as well actually, because I was talking about that. So inside of this is the hot chocolate mix. I'll pass this around so you can see it as well.
Love this.
And I will be engraving these. This is on my to-do
What,
list.
so you engrave the stick?
Yes.
Lovely.
Really nice.
And then obviously you've got hot chocolate packets
Little
as
hot
well, so I'll
chocolate
pass them
stirrer.
around too.
That's the thing. Hot chocolate station. You just go and pick and mix. Have what
yeah.
you want. Oh,
Exactly.
orange. Oh, black forest.
Yes.
Orange and almond and black forest. We've got to have that. These are
Orange
good.
and
Oh, mug of
almond.
magic. Yeah. See, look. So they need warm milk. stir in your mug of magic, top with marshmallows. So you could literally have an area that's got the warm milk, even if you get your catering staff or your venue staff to help with that bit. And then people get to choose their
little sachet.
That's really
top
cute,
it with marshmallows. Really
Especially
nice.
if the couple are into that kind of thing. Like maybe if they like going camping and having hot chocolate, or they just they're like autumn girlies or whatever. That's really nice.
Super cute.
I like that.
Love that. Really nice.
And then another option, if you're thinking, what to do for your day, is dessert tables.
Yeah.
So obviously you're talking about tiramisu before. So I've got a wedding coming up. That is a tiramisu tower.
Nice.
So they're in the old style.
Coupes.
Like I'm trying to think what they're called, cocktail glasses.
Yeah.
And they'll be literally filled to the brim and then stacked in a tower. I'm excited for it, but slightly terrified.
Have you been practicing your coupe stacking?
I've just had the glasses arrive.
Oh,
so I'm going to practice stacking them at home and hope that my cats don't try and take it out.
Right, listen back to Peggy Sue's episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
Because she is a mobile bar, so obviously she does champagne towers.
Absolutely.
And they use coupes for that. And she gave really good tips.
And
that goes for you as well if you're listening and you're thinking, right, how we do a tower.
How are we doing a champagne tower or tower of any drinks?
Any drink or dessert.
Yeah,
you
dessert tower.
Listen to Peggy Sue's episode. Yeah, because she gives loads of tips on how to get the perfect.
I think it's end of season 1, isn't it?
I think it's season 1, yeah.
I will be taking a listen.
Yeah,
definitely do. Make sure you listen.
Let me pass these around whilst I'm talking about it. So I'm going to pass around the Baileys.
What are these?
This is Baileys Ganache.
So
this is something that's actually relatively recent that I've added. Obviously have a try if you'd like. So these are sample pots that I do for like when I'm doing wedding tasters or wedding. I love my edible glitter. It's in all of my hot chocolates as well. So they're actually all coloured with edible glitter.
Good.
It's boozy. It's good.
If you're having a December wedding.
Absolutely. Let me take a sip.
That's delish. It's good. It's actually not too overpowering.
It's gentle. It's a back note in that. So because there's nothing worse than suddenly getting hit with like a really alcoholic taste. So it's very subtle in the background, but it's there. Like people recognise it when they have it.
Really nice.
And then I've got 2 flavours of cheesecake for you to try as well. So
Cheesecake. Best episode ever.
I'm going to pass these around and you can have them when you want.
Kate, can you come back every season opener?
Yeah. Absolutely. More than happy to. So I'm going to pass these around. So you've got a white chocolate and Biscoff and then a mango and passion fruit.
That is my vibe.
So some people love the fruity ones. Some people love
I feel like mango passion fruit. Yeah, delicious. Thank you.
Mango passion fruit. Rich, I know you're meant to toss. Do you want to try but you got any teaspoons? Thanks, Rich. Oh, I love him. Thank you.
Do you want to try the Baileys Ganache while you're at it?
And at the end of it, you're at your wedding taster.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're going to feed me like we're doing. Yeah. Romance.
Normally a bit more organised, and I'll have all the utensils with me.
Oh, and I like the biscuit base. That's really good.
And then
would you serve these in pots like this, canapé pots?
So you can normally white. So those I usually keep for sample pots, like when I'm doing wedding fairs and stuff. But you can have them in like shot glasses. So I've started doing shot glass ones.
I like that.
There's little dessert pots, and I basically can go up in size depending on how much you want serving up. So if you don't want a cheesecake that you have to like cut and serve out in slices, this is a really good way of having a cheesecake at your wedding. It's part of like a dessert table, dessert spread.
Love the shot glass idea.
Yeah, the Baileys Ganache, I'm doing that in a shot glass this year, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Love that.
And it'll have a little Baileys like chocolate ball on the top, and of course glitter, because we've got to have glitter.
Oh, always.
So, yes, I'm looking forward to it. So, I mean, that's generally the range. I mean,
it sounds amazing.
I just
think it's such a great alternative for those couples that do not want wedding cake.
Exactly.
Like, I absolutely love wedding cake, and I'm like, yes, wedding cake is iconic, but also this is such a cool, unique idea, and I think this is iconic. Like, it's whatever works well for you.
Yes.
Is going to be perfect. And like the fact that you've got so many different choices, I think cheesecake, there'll be so many people that aren't cake people but are cheesecake people.
Absolutely.
Same with brownies. They're maybe not cake people but they're brownie people. I love it. I think it's a great idea.
I see it as the more modern take on your 3-tier. I think is the way that I push it.
Thanks.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it is lush. Right, I feel like I am all questioned out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was amazing.
That was delicious. Thank you so much.
So that is all the questions from us.
Perfect.
So our next question is coming direct to you from
Toss the Bouquet.
Toss the Bouquet. And this season we have got a brand new.
It is.
That's
incredible.
A beautiful bouquet.
Bouquet.
I'm slightly scared I'm going to damage it.
So this season's bouquet is sponsored by Petal Wild, wildly romantic, effortlessly editorial, everlasting in silk.
Oh, they are
Beautiful. I'm slightly scared.
It is stunning.
Oh, that's
I
beautiful.
That is artificial.
I know. It looks real.
Stunning.
Unreal.
And if you feel the petals, they feel real.
They
Oh
do.
my god, they actually do.
Wow.
Yeah. It's insane.
Beautiful. I need some like this.
I know.
Because I use these on my cake stands, but these are
Yeah.
these are different. I do.
They're beautiful.
Right, let me pass that to you.
Yeah.
Because it's beautiful, but it's very big.
I'll hold it here.
Okay. Oh God. Okay. If aliens landed and asked for one human to represent Earth, who are you sending?
Oh, that's good. That's a good question.
I have to think about this.
Oh, last season, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a great question.
I don't know. That could be really controversial.
Who would you go for?
It's easier to think who you're not sending.
Yeah. Exactly.
I know who I'm sending, but it's not my question. I'm going to let Kate go first, and then I'll tell you my answer.
I don't know. I mean, if you wanted those that are practiced in it, I would say probably someone. I mean, I'm a royalist, so I love my royals, like Kate and Will.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because I think they do a perfect job.
They're very wholesome, aren't they? They know how to lay on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Very good.
Who would you send?
David Attenborough.
Would you? Yes.
He's the person I'm most proud of on this planet.
Oh, 100%.
When he goes, bless
Please
him,
don't.
we're going to be in national mourning for like
Well,
a year.
He's late 90s now, isn't he?
Yeah.
I remember him and the Queen turned 95, I think.
Yeah, together, wouldn't
At
they?
the same time, and obviously we lost her a few years ago, so yeah. He's got to be late 90s now, but
what an incredible guy.
I know, love him.
What
So
an incredible guy.
Yes.
I love Michelle Obama.
Yeah, she's pretty cool as well. Yeah,
I think
love
she's
her.
just like, she needs to be the president of the
Yeah.
United States.
Yeah,
She's not.
can.
She won't do
Can
it. She's already said she won't.
Can she come back and do that?
I think so.
Yeah, because didn't the Clintons do it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, she needs to do it.
Yeah. I feel like she's just like everything. Isn't she?
Any
She's
Obama
fab.
for president
Yeah.
is the best we've had so far, but Michelle, even better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. Well, that is amazing answer. Thank you so much. So we're going to wrap up with Wedding Whispers.
Wedding Whispers, yeah. And this week's Wedding Whispers are unhinged stories from TikTok.
Oh, I love this. Okay, great. Right, let me get your phone.
Oh, no, it's
Wedding This one.
Whisper.
Oh, I like this. Okay, shall I read this one?
Yeah. There's like there's a few different on there if you wanna.
Oh, nice. Okay, so shall I go for this one? Is it
Yeah.
This or this one?
That one. Yeah, whichever.
This one?
Yeah.
No, this one.
Whichever one you want.
I think we did that one at the end of last term, didn't we? Let's do this one.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is from what? TikTok?
TikTok unhinged stories.
Oh, I love this. Okay. Oh, yeah, more of those, please. Get involved with your
Yes.
TikTok and Hinge stories. We like these. Right, okay. I asked my best friend of 10 years to be a bridesmaid. She said she couldn't cut. Okay, they've been friends for 10 years before I read this next bit. She said she couldn't come because she was working. Yet on the day of my wedding, she uploaded that she was at a pottery day out.
Stop it.
She got married the previous year. I helped her with absolutely everything. And that was what I got off her for my wedding.
Ooh.
Wow. First of all, the working, I think you would absolutely not have that as an excuse.
No.
You'd get the day off because
Yeah.
it's your best friend.
You got no option, right?
But then she's going off to make pottery.
There's something.
I just
deeper
think,
going on there.
yeah, I
Something
just think
way
if you didn't want to
deeper.
be a bridesmaid, just say no.
Just
Be like, thank you
say.
so much for asking, but I just can't commit to it at the minute.
No.
Like, it's fine to say
Ouch.
no. We need to embrace that a bit more as well. Like,
Yeah.
don't
say
feel like
no.
you have to.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't, because it's a lot of work.
Honesty is always the best policy.
Honesty is
Everyone
the best
will
policy.
always be happier about it. I want to know what she made at the pottery class too, and has she still got it? 'Cause that's going to last
Yeah.
longer than their friendship.
I know.
We want to know what that plate is, and was it worth it, babes?
Probably a dick vase. Oh, and on that note.
On that note, Kate, thanks so much for coming on. Where can people find you?
So, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, You can find me at wedding fairs. I do markets, mostly around Cirencester.
Right, you got to hunt her down.
You got to find me. Find me. I mean, I do put on my website where I'm going to be and on social media.
Where can they find you on TikTok and social media and Instagram and things like that? What do they need to look for?
Wicked Whisk Bakes.
Amazing.
So Facebook, I think it's got a UK at the end because someone else already took it. Someone in America, so I don't have to worry about anyone coming after me. But yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been amazing, and thanks so much for all our goodies.
Yeah, and we're gonna eat more brownies.
Yeah. See you later.
Bye.